I don't know if you want to speak to the topic or not, but unmute yourself and let me know if you agree, disagree. Tell us why.
Yeah, I completely disagree. What aura have they lost?
I mean, what I mean, I don't. And this is just a general conversation. I actually got this. I actually got this from a black woman. This actual prompt or topic. That's why I seen it posted. So
Oh, a pick
I
me,
just
basically.
really posed the
Okay.
question.
Okay, so you got
But
it from a pick me because I'm trying to understand what they lost. If
I
they're
don't
if
know. I don't know
they're
what that,
if they're
I don't know what
gaining
that is.
if they're gaining accolades on top of what they already have, which is what every other group tries to take, then how have they lost anything? And as far as people wanting men with money, okay, that's new.
No,
That's
that's not new.
new. And even if it
No.
is new, okay. So why would I care about somebody dating standard if I don't match it? Oh well, go find somebody that match your dating standard. There's always been women that want men with money. That ain't new. It ain't new to black women. It ain't new to women. Period. But even with that, there's women that'll meet you where you at. But what I find funny is the guys who usually complain about this always say it don't apply to them. I ain't got no problem getting women. I make six figures. I make $7 million a day. Then why you complain about a woman that want a nigga with money then?
Yeah, you got a point there.
Because he's a nigga with money.
And he got muscles too.
What's the so what was the premise? I don't know. You mentioned something about the pygmy. I don't even.
You said you got it from
from a
another.
pick me.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was. Anyway, I guess. I guess she posed a question. I posed a question as well. I don't know what the pygmy has to do with anything, but
And I feel
Yeah,
like
because I just find
this
it
is
funny.
what we're witnessing right here.
hold on, let him
Either
finish.
you
Hold on,
could be
let him finish.
literal, or you could be.
No, hold on,
I'm
hold
not
on,
gonna call you a degenerate.
Hold on, let him
Machado.
finish. Hold on, let him finish.
Oh, my
Because
fault, though.
a lot of those women, or even some of those men, they'll judge the entire community, black men
I
or
got it
black
from a woman.
women.
It ain't come from a man. It came from a woman.
I
So.
said black men or black women.
I know, but I'm saying we had to speak on the women. That's where I got it from. You
Okay,
said you mentioned pygmy.
they'll judge other black women based off what a few celebrities do. So because there's a few black celebrities who most of them didn't know until 10 minutes ago are saying, oh, I only mess with rich dudes. I only mess with rich dudes. And you hear a few black women on social media say it. Now the whole community of black women, that's what they all saying. So black women in general ain't dating average black men now. They not marrying average black men. So where are black men getting all these kids from?
I'm confused as how is that pertinent?
Because y'all were just talking about celebrities.
Oh wait, I wasn't talking about celebrity. I use them as an example.
That means you're talking about celebrities.
Yeah, I use them as an
about black celebrities.
I use them as
That
an
means you're
I use
talking
them-
about
I use-
celebrities.
I used the celebrity. No. I never said what. I never said nothing about rich dating anybody or nothing like that. That's not what we was
They
talking
were
about.
literally just talking about it, bro.
Right, but I'm going to give you the rundown exactly what we was talking about. It was not no broke man or no broke woman or nothing like that. What we saying is we were saying that I used an example of Ari and Moneybag Yo, and I was saying that there were women expecting average earning man to buy them a $20,000 or $100,000 or however much a Birkin bag costs, and that's not the reality that they live in. That's what we was talking about.
So
What?
So there's men that look like shit that want a supermodel. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, that's true, but that's not their reality. So
yeah,
that's
so who cares that they want it?
I think Macio's just trying to say let people be delusional.
Exactly. Why do I care that a woman wants something that she not gonna get? Why do I care that a man wants something that he not gonna get? Two things gonna happen.
We're not talking about no single person. We talking about people in relationships. We talking about people.
Why do you care about somebody else's relationship?
What are you talking about?
So you telling me other people's relationship?
That's the example that I was bringing up.
Sir, I'm not talking about the celebrities anymore. I'm talking about in general. I don't care about their relationship.
I don't care about nobody else's relationship.
Then why are you having a conversation about it?
Because I got the right to free speech, but I wasn't
so
talking about
you care
nobody
enough to have a conversation?
Here, I think if I could interject.
I don't. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
What I'm talking about is very simple.
Maybe you got to be more direct.
I'll explain it like this.
Yeah, please, because you got to be more direct in your communication.
I'm very direct.
I'm a direct communicator.
The protein.
No. We ain't doing that. I genuinely do want to hear what
Listen,
you got to say.
man, if I'm not dating her, I'm not trying to date her. I don't care what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If she want to do, Bro, if she want a dude that make $100 million a week and I'm not trying to date her, it don't matter to me. I'm not dating her.
But what I'm saying is, these were the people that was actually in relationships. Is what I'm talking about.
So why do you care about their relationship? Is my question.
They was actually dating.
Why do you care about their relationship?
I don't care. Listen, I don't care about their relationship. When I was saying was there were women that wanted this from men that was average earning guys. I don't care what they do in their relationship.
Can I speak to it? Can I talk on it? So Maceo,
I don't understand
we're talking about the. We're
I
talking
don't care about a woman
of this
saying that she
and how
wants
it's
something
actually
that she ain't
affecting
getting,
the black community because we care about the black community.
No,
in
you
general.
don't.
So, all right. So, anyways, we care about the black community in general, and that's what we're having a conversation about. It's
so you care
psychology
about the
that's
black community. So you gonna stereotype black women negatively based off a few celebrities and people what you heard on social media?
That wasn't the topic of the conversation.
That wasn't even the topic of the conversation. And first of all, like I said, I don't really. I use celebrities because the only reason I use celebrities is because these are the people that we commonly know. If I'm talking about the people that in my life, then you're gonna sit here and say this anecdotal experience. What I'm saying is, hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is, sometimes you have to use maybe people that people would generally commonly know, because those usually represent a microcosm of what really goes on the average person.
And what I'm telling you.
So what I'm telling you is, I don't really care about the celebrity himself. I'm using the example of the celebrity.
Sir, we could go to average people.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna let you speak. I'll let you speak. I'm using the example of the two celebrities because you don't know the people in my life, just like I probably don't know the people in yours, because I don't know you, you don't know me. So I'm using these people because on a general stage, these people we generally know. I'm just using
and that's what I was just speaking to.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm using them as an example, so I can make my point.
I get what you're saying, bro.
Go ahead.
But even with that, if you talk about the average person, who cares? If you're not dating that woman, trying to date that woman, why do you care that she want a Birkin bag?
And what I'm saying to you is that if it's a person that that somebody's in a relationship with, and they look to these celebrities and say, I think I deserve that, because that's what that person gave them, then that's not your reality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And in reality, the average black woman with the average black man ain't saying, hey, because I saw this on TV, you need to spend $20,000 on me on a bag. That ain't happening.
You're crazy if you don't think that happens.
Well,
you're absolutely.
That's fine. I'll be crazy then. Because that shit ain't happening.
It does happen.
Okay, I feel sorry for the people you know.
I'm just saying. I
wouldn't put it on the level of a Birkin bag, but I will say,
I'm not saying
asking for Chanel.
That's true too. I'm not going to put on the level of a $50,000 Birkin bag, but I'm just saying, I'm just putting it on the level of people are trying to acquire things that they normally can't afford based on somebody else's
and
reality.
The man in that situation.
Let's not pretend like celebrities and pop culture doesn't have an influential
effect. Like, I don't know what.
In that scenario, that man got two choices: get the Birkin or whatever it is, or find somebody else that you can match with.
What we're saying is there are psychological and physiological effects of women who think like that go within our community.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with black people, is what I'm saying.
Does, because where do you think
talking about black people?
It does. No, it absolutely does, because where do you think that black people get the influence from? From the black celebrities in the culture.
Listen,
what kind of music?
If you dating a woman that gullible,
what kind of music? No. What kind of music do you listen to?
Bro, man, do you want me to answer the question or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
I listen to all type of music.
Okay, go ahead.
So again, how people always tell women use discernment. He should have used discernment before he got with her to know that's which type of time she on.
I think it's the same argument that could be made for music that, perpetuates violence in our communities, the pew pew music, and then our young black boys go out and exercise those things that they've heard about during that influential celebrity connect that then affect our communities as a whole. That's what he's saying.
That's a false equivalency
to this way of thinking.
That's a false equivalency though, because the violence is a result of their condition and them finding the violence and the selling smugs as a way to get.
The music perpetuates that condition and encourages them subconsciously to go out and do these acts.
Yeah, and what I'm telling you is there's a reason that leads to that. Their social economic status. That's different than saying because she listened. Can I finish?
I don't disagree with what you're saying. That's what I said.
But what I'm saying is to compare that and say that, Okay, women are taking that same example and saying they saw Meg Thee Stallion say that they broke men, date a man that makes $1 million. So they're only doing that as a result is a false
That's too
equivalency.
literal. That's too literal. They're not following those instructions exactly. Just like a song can
That's
say,
why I say
I
your
shot up
example
Pookie
don't
and Ray
make
Ray's
sense.
house in a red car on Fifth Street. They're not going to go get in a red car and go shoot up somebody's house on Fifth Street. No, but they can use the idea subconsciously to perpetuate more violence. The same way Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Sexy Red, whoever perpetuates over-sexualization of our young women and girls because they do. It affects us subversely in our community. Two things can be true at once.
Okay, what do y'all feel about, like, okay, we can take it away from the celebrity aspect,
Y'all
more so
infantilize
on
black
the like
people.
regular person aspect. People like Shira Seven, for example, or what's his name? I forgot. He passed
Kevin
away.
Samuels.
Kevin Samuels. Like, those are regular everyday people that have built an influence, and that has been like a topic in the black community. Like,
yeah, but this is my thing with Shira Seven. Like, I like her. I like what she says, but common sense, like, should tell you can't take 100% of everything she say literally. Like, what you like, what you can relate to, glow up, get you. Some things you relate to, but you can't follow nobody like a cult. That don't even make.
Is this the sprinkle lady?
But that's the issue, though.
That
And
key
I agree
word,
with you.
common
That's the
sense.
problem. That's the problem. People in our community, they have cult followers of celebrities. So if a celebrity does something, then that's what they feel as they should do, whether it's good or bad, whether it's right or wrong. So that's the thing. When we look at and idolize these people as is what they say is the gospel. Usually people don't have that level of discernment. Like, okay, what should I take from this, or what can I not? They usually take everything from it. So that's why when it's like when maybe celebrities have some type of debate, if you feel closer to connected to them because you've been following them this long time. That's why they're called influencers, because they have influenced you to think and to be and to act a certain way.
The key phrase she used was common sense.
And can I also add to that? And going back to influence, right? We're just talking about how these things become now like commonplace for the psychology and everybody. Even if we take it back to Disney, or all these, even if we take it back to Disney or every other situation, like there's certain times where we have been shown like what relationships are, what love is, what success looks like, and society does a good job at showing us that through these celebrities. But it's about literally being like inspired without, or being influenced without falling under the influence, right? There's some people who completely get wrapped up in this, I don't know what you want to call it, but in the I don't know, in this mental state where they really think that is what their life is going to look like. Exactly. And everybody can't be everybody.
Exactly.
Has this affected your dating life?
Have I been inspired? Yes.
I said, has it affected your dating life?
This is crazy. So you dismiss everything he said to ask.
I didn't dismiss nothing. I asked him a question.
But what did that question have to do with anything that he said?
I want to see where he's coming from, because a lot of people will adopt other people's issues just to complain, i.e. Kevin Samuels fans. A bunch of incels complaining about women and dating, right?
So those people were influenced, right?
Ma'am, can you let him answer the question?
Those people were influenced.
Can you let him answer the question? Man, there's a difference between
by outside people outside of themselves. You agree? Because you said Kevin Samuels had a following.
No, because there's people that like to trauma bond on social media for attention also. So the whole thing that they're complaining about probably had nothing to do with them, but they know they can get a following from it. They know they can get attention from it. They know they can monetize it just by repeating what they hear and not be actually influenced at all. They're just grifting.
And now you're saying that that's something I'm doing?
That's not what I said. I asked you. Man, never mind, bro. She brought that up. I just asked you a question about your dating life.
And I said yes.
So because of other people's influence on women, it's inhibited you from dating the women you wanted to date?
I didn't say all that. I said I've been
That's what I asked.
No, you didn't. You said, has it affected me? And I said yes.
That was my whole. Never mind, bro. Y'all.
Hey, DJ Banshee, if you want to come up on the panel, since you got so much smoke in the comments, I sent you an invite. DJ Banshee.
This has negatively affected your dating life?
Who?
This. The topic.
What is this?
What we've been talking about?
No,
it hasn't affected me. No, not in my.
Now, what did I say earlier about people who always say it never has nothing to do with them, but they talk about it?
So I mean, because people talk about general topics all the time, and I mean, and I'm not going to say that I haven't ran into into issues similar to this, I would be disingenuous by saying that.
And what did you
But
do when you ran into that situation? You told her, "Well, I'm good then, right?"
I mean, it depends on where I was at in life at that time. So I really, at this point,
So that
I
woman
probably,
walks up to you today and she says, "You cool and all. I only date men that make $7 million, and I need a
okay. Well,
Birkin."
then I know I don't make $7 million, so that wouldn't be somebody I would entertain. So
But
I'm
are
just
you gonna
confused.
trip about it?
No, I
No.
don't.
Okay.
So to answer your question,
I don't trip. What?
Go ahead.
That's my whole
Nigga
point.
fucking
Is
online
people
shit.
trip about shit that don't
say
matter.
to answer your question.
Hey,
what
You
I think
already
you're-
answered it,
hold on,
man.
one second.
You already
Usually
answered it.
Hold on, wait. Hold on one second. I usually don't address the comments, but I just want to address this. Listen, I asked, did you want to debate DJ Banshee? I ain't on. I mean, I guess you're on some Twitter finger stuff. I'm just asking you if you want to come up, if you want to state anything that you put in the comments, because you wanted the Twitter, you wanted the TikTok finger and TikTok gangster. I was asking. I'm here for online perspectives, online debate. I ain't trying to come at you disrespectful. I ain't trying none of that. I'm just trying to see.
Child, ain't nobody trying to go to the Bronx. It's too cold up there. Anyway.
I'm just saying. I ain't even about that. I don't know why he put where he from. I just asked, did you want to come on the panel, brother? If you do, you don't. If you know what I'm saying. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But if you wanted to add, that's all you had to say. No,
I think these conversations, anytime we have conversations around Black progression, which is sometimes questioning both Black men and Black women's actions and activities, it gets centered back around relationship dynamics. Mm-hmm. No one gives relationships are too nuanced for us to sit here and debate what is appropriate, what isn't appropriate. But there are things that are influencing our community that do lead to the dating lifestyle that are affecting our community negatively as a whole impact. Lifestyle? It might not relate to you. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just calling you Mac. May not relate to you, Mac. May not directly you, JD. But there are things that trickle down that affect our community, and it always somehow leads back to relationship dynamics. Y'all want to be in happy relationship so bad, and I hope that all for you, so we can move on to another freaking topic.
And
I mean, you the one debating it.
Also argue.
I'm not debating anything. I've been here for an hour, sir, talking about what's on the screen.
She was the main one who came up here disagreeing with me, saying, "No, well, what about the rap music?
I'm not gonna disagree with you. It's okay. You can disagree with me too. I'm not gonna be hurt about it.
I'm not hurt either. I'm saying, but don't say don't debate about it while you debating about it. On a
psychological level, unfortunately, we're not filter feeders. Like, we cannot just, absorb all this information and throw out what we don't want. That's not how our brain works. So, unfortunately, it does affect everybody. I'm not gonna lie. That's why it's so important to, manage what type of content you're intaking. But a lot of it, whatever's on your For You page, if you're swiping and you view it, that's what your subconscious mind is accepting. I'm not gonna lie.
If you're talking about
hold on, I got a question for Maceo. I got a question for Maceo. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I got a question for Maceo. So what kind of, I guess, what kind of women do you date, or what affects your dating life?
Nothing
that's
affects
a question
you.
I would like to ask.
I mean, I'm in a committed relationship. I'm engaged, so don't nothing affect my relationship.
So I'm confused in why you so upset about.
I'm not upset.
I'm just saying. So what got you so in a waddle about anything?
How am I in a waddle? Because I disagree with you.
Because you ask me about how does this affect your dating relationship? If you're in a committed relationship, how does any of this or how does it affect you?
It doesn't. That's my whole point. I don't care.
But that's my whole point. How does it affect
you? You do care. You're having a conversation for a reason.
Yeah,
sir, you're saying because of this, and this, it's affecting the Black community this, and this way. So you do care. What I am saying is,
asking how does it
bro,
affect
can I finish the statement?
Go ahead, finish.
Because I'm saying none of that does matter. I'm saying the complete opposite to you. What I'm saying, man, you got it, bro. You got it.
No, I'm asking. So what matters to you?
What matters to me is, do the women I like, the type of women I like me? That's all I care about. Let me finish.
I agree.
And if the answer is no, I need to change something or change the type of woman I'm attracted to. That's it. All this shit about, she want this, she want that shit. Okay, well, you got two choices. Get it or find somebody that don't want it. That's it.
I agree. I don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with that sentiment at all. I would say that. I would say that to anybody. Why would you date somebody that don't want you? Why would you date somebody that's not interested in you? I don't think that's breaking news at all. I mean,
I'm always perplexed why we always come on here and say, well, why do you care? Why do you care? I mean, we all on here just talking smack. You know, whether we really care about it personally, we just found ourselves on a TikTok live. A lot of y'all insinuate somebody cares because it affects. Not necessarily. We just talking.
Facts.
When people say that something's affecting the black community and it's something as meaningless as dating standards, that's the issue.
That's not.
That's the part you missed, though. That's not what we were saying.
At all.
Okay, well that's how it was taken because that's what y'all was saying. Y'all was saying all black people.
No, that's how you took it.
So, when you say
you came in on the celebrity part and you heard it influencing and you tied it to black community, and
he literally said we talking about the black community.
We're talking about the black community.
So don't say we're not talking about the black community then.
What?
Don't say we're not talking about it. The prompt literally says black women. And when I got up here and asked when I asked the host about what he means about it, what did he say? About black women specifically.
Because that's what's in the prompt.
And I asked you, what did you mean? See, now everybody quiet.
Yeah, I can't speak for what he said.
Hey, I'm kind of trying to actually go back to having a productive, progressive conversation.
I didn't speak at all.
You never mind.
Listen, the premises of I guess what the lady was saying from the lady I took this from, is she was saying that there were this from a black woman. This is not something that I just made up on my own. I kind of questioned it in my phrasing in my own way, but basically she was saying there's black women basically who have basically achieved many of accolades in their life, whether it be business, career, et cetera, whatever you achieve, accolade may be, right? And it made them lose a part of them. And black women were, I guess, essentially used to be. And I mean, I'm not saying this quote unquote aura is completely gone or completely has turned its way or out of the way. I would say, but it's basically like kind of like brought them down because it's like, okay, well, you have done so many things, and then now when it comes to a certain part of aspect, you have went so far left or so far right.
Give me an example.
Where, like, so people don't really want to. People don't want to associate themselves with you or around you. So it
give me an example.
I don't. What example you want me to give you?
Because you saying you just giving a general statement, but I want something specific. Where are black women, based on their accolades and their quote unquote attitude, outside of dating, from people that don't really want to date them? Where are they being turned down?
Oh, perfect. So I think that we kind of spoke on this a little bit earlier before you joined. Do you not think it showed in statistics as far as dating, as far as marriage, as far as healthy relationship, as far as
that would have to do with black men being anti-black to black women.
No.
That has nothing to do with their accolades. If you look at a black woman, I'm trying to answer the question. If you look at a black woman, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm asking you to explain. That's all I said.
Okay, so if you look at a black woman with accolades, be it her education, her income, her career, whatever it is, and that's leading you not to date her, it's because you don't like educated black women. That has nothing to do with her. That's his insecurity. So again, I need an example.
But what if I do like educated black women, but she is not a representative based on personality, personality traits?
Then you go find somebody else.
So, but you just made a general statement about.
And so did you.
No, I did not. Because I asked you a question that you asked me. You said,
"Well, personality could be bad."
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
Yeah.
Like,
so if y'all personality, man, I'm trying to explain. Dating ain't that hard. If y'all personalities don't match, find somebody else.
No, but you just proved the point of what I was. You just proved the point.
No, I didn't.
Because you don't like educated black women.
Because, sir, your prompt says their accolades, and you just said, well, what about her personality? Well, if y'all personalities don't match, y'all don't match. What that got to do with her accolades?
You mentioned this is what you said. You said if she's educated, she has all the career, the income and stuff like that, and I find that to be a turnoff, then I shouldn't date that woman. But what if I do find what she has? I do like those things, but the other person in her is not what I like. So you associated with that. Well, you just don't like educated black.
I didn't just say that.
What did you say then? Because what did you say?
Man, you don't. I said If you look at a black woman as a black man and see her being educated or having some type of position or income that intimidates you, that's an issue on you. And you said, what about her personality? What if I do like educated black women, but I don't like her personality? I said, well, y'all don't mesh. Go find somebody else then. That's what I said.
Right. And when
I
I'm
didn't say
trying
you
to,
don't like educated black women. You hearing things.
what was your statement before that? You said, well, you just don't like educated black women.
I
And
s-
it wasn't until I said, well, what if I do like educated black women, but I don't like the traits or the characteristics that she comes with.
And what did I
then you
say?
said, well, if y'all don't personality don't match, then find somebody else.
So
Which
what
I
is
don't
wrong in that
disagree.
situation? Because y'all
There's
talk.
nothing wrong. I don't disagree with you on
So
there.
why are
But
you
your previous
disagreeing
statement
now?
was that I just, in general, don't like educated black women because of
I'm
her
not
income,
talking about
which is
you specifically, sir. I'm talking about
I,
you generally.
I know. I understand that. I understand. I'm not saying you talking about me personally, but I'm just saying I understand the general. Trust me, I can
Because
differentiate
you preference it on the accolades. So I said if black men look at black women that have achieved things, education, income, position, a business, and that is the turnoff for them, that is the issue of them. That's what I said.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So
I
if
don't
it's if
disagree.
it's not about the accolades and it's the personality, y'all just don't mesh. That's fine. You don't match with everybody you date.
Okay, and never mind. That's probably a personal question, so I ain't gonna ask you that.
You
So
go ahead. I don't care.
no, because I was about to ask you about about the woman that you match with or your current fiance, but I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't gotta stay there for TikTok.
We match well enough that we want to date each other.
Okay,
We match
all right,
well
that's
enough that we've been
He's
here all
just
this time.
picking your argument apart about the accolades part. That's all he just did. I mean, y'all they saying y'all talking in circles, but y'all not. He picking what you saying, your prompt apart. He said if you don't like an educated black woman, then you don't. You say I do. It's her personality. Well, he's saying it's not her personality. Then I mean, it's not her education. It's just y'all personalities don't match. Well, right there, your prompt falls apart.
Yep.
Now, see, I don't necessarily agree with that because I think what they're saying.
Is it okay if I don't dog the prompt and speak to the prompt?
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
Black women of today have gained accolades but lost their aura. I can't agree with that. My wife has, she has 3 degrees.
Mm.
I'm married. First of all, this is the thing, fellas, and I don't know why cats like that. I have never wanted a woman with less intellect than I have. You know why? Because I have to trust her to take care of my household. How am I going to trust a moron to take care of my household? How am I going to trust a moron to take care of my bills, to make sure they get paid? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I'm not making sense to you.
No, you make sense, but I don't. But go ahead.
But yeah, it was one of those things that I don't think a lot of cats want to. Okay, if I'm 40, I want to marry a 21-year-old. For what? She still.
I don't understand.
Mama house.
I don't.
She don't even know how to cook, clean, or wash her behind correctly.
I don't understand what.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know how we got to the age gap, but I
I
understand
agree
what
with
you're
the
saying.
age gap, but
I'm
not
just
the whole
saying-
she
I'm
don't know
just
how to
saying
cook and
over-
clean
I'm just
because
saying
she's
overall,
21.
I'm not dogging the age gap or whatever, you know.
I can't see a 21-year-old don't know how to cook and clean because she's 21. I would hope she would know how to
I
cook.
mean, no, what I'm saying is they don't have a lot of experience. Think about when you were 20, 21, you had just got off the porch. You don't have a lot of experience. You don't really know what you're doing in life. You haven't gone through anything yet. That's what I'm saying. But
Right, but I would like to mention I don't we in my well then I would say this why why do we think equate that somebody has education and dismiss that they are maybe smart. Like, I mean, yes, I think there are people that have degrees and they are smart, but not everybody that has a degree is very intelligent. I mean, you can have it's
you might be
intellect,
extremely intelligent,
education,
but not
education and intellect aren't the same because you can be
education-
very intelligent.
There's a difference between education and street smarts. I got you.
No, not even street smart. It's intelligence as in general. It doesn't. We're not even talking about street smart, common sense. We just talking about it. You know, it's just intellectual in general.
Let me say
I know a dude who works with me who has 2 or 3 different degrees, but he has no common sense at all.
Right, and that's what that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Education always equate to intellect. Intellect is something. intellect is universal. You could be very intellectual and never step the foot on a college campus ever. You know what I'm saying? And you can be very educated and be just, because when you're educated and you're usually in one specific field of education.
Specific field, you're good at taking tests in this specific field.
Exactly. But the intellect is more of a broad scope of things. Of you can be balanced in a multitude of things. So when we say, I got this person, not either man or a woman. Oh, I got X amount of degrees. Now, I mean, to me, that doesn't really. I'm not gonna say that don't mean nothing because you have achieved something. But I'm saying, as far as your intellect, that doesn't really mean anything to me because I went to college and I know a lot of idiots that graduated and they were just dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
They say C's get degrees, so I don't.
No, I know a lot of them. I know some who cheated their way through college.
Exactly. So that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
the host is saying, and I really appreciate. Let me just say this: the two, I'm assuming y'all are black men who just came in here and seemingly advocating for black women. I find it really refreshing. You don't see that a lot in some of these spaces. So let me just say that, and let me also say that the host is not on an anti-black woman rate. I've been on here for like 2 hours.
Ma'am.
And I don't. Hold on.
Is it okay if we talk and
Yeah,
understand?
hold on. Let her land though. Let her land.
The host hasn't been on. He isn't like one of those men who are like anti-black. I think the term is red pill or whatever. It hasn't been that. It's actually been a constructive conversation. What I think y'all are losing is accolades in terms of education and finances. Like, for example, D or Mac, if that woman were to lose her degree tomorrow, that would not affect the way that y'all feel about those women. But what seems to happen, exactly, right? Let's
How
stay
do you
there.
lose
So
your
what has
degree?
happened is women have tied their educational and career accolades to the value that they bring in certain dynamics within our community. That what he means by losing their aura as women.
But
because
you know-
I don't
you
tie
know
my
what's
womanness. I don't
But
tie
is
my
that a
womanness.
bad
I don't
thing?
tie my womanness to my bachelor's degree.
Wait a
from
minute.
Georgia
Wait a minute.
Tech.
Let her land the plane. Please.
I don't tie who I am as a woman through my degree that I have. I don't tie who I am as a woman. But there are certain women, and being a woman myself, I have operated in these spaces who have been indoctrinated to think that because you have this degree now, you can hold yourself up on a higher, I don't know, spiritual pedestal, talking about
But
aura, than
you know why?
other women, and then even in other dynamics of relationships when it comes to men. That part,
Because they start feeling like they're
subjectively, I don't agree with.
Oh
like
my
your education,
God.
your career, your background has nothing to do with your aura as a woman.
That
Period.
makes no
You
sense
just
at
said
all.
that if the degree went away tomorrow,
How do
would
you
not
lose your
affect how you
degree?
felt.
How do you lose your degree?
She wasn't speaking literal. She wasn't speaking literal.
She
Clearly
is
not
speaking
literal,
literally.
but you want to play semantics. We can do that.
No, you
But-
made that specifically. How do you lose a degree?
Hold on. Both of y'all talking at the same time. One of y'all go.
I want to know how
So
that
if she's
woman
a
loses.
medical doctor and she practices medical malpractice and she loses her right to practice medicine,
How do
she
you
loses
practice
her degree.
medical
If you want to be
malpractice?
specific, if you want to be
Yeah,
specific, we
that's
can
not
do that.
losing your degree. That's losing your license
She's
because of
losing her ability to
criminality.
practice what she went and got her degree for. You want to
That's
keep going
so you didn't
semantics?
lose
Like,
your
we can break it
degree.
all
You
the way down.
lost your license because you did something illegal. That's not losing your degree.
You can argue
wait a
that
minute,
one
hold on.
part of what I said.
All right,
I
y'all
can't help you comprehend.
All right, let's.
So, he's right. She don't lose her degree. She loses her license.
That's so simple compared to what I just said. She loses her right to practice what she went and got her degree
you're
for.
trying to make
Like,
the
come
point that
on.
the education
Come
doesn't
on,
matter.
like y'all know
Don't
exactly
agree
what
with
I'm
you.
saying.
We're
That
trying to
degree
make
does
you're
not
trying to
add.
make that point
That
and we
degree
don't
does
agree
not
with
add
you.
to her value
We
as
do-
a
it
woman.
does add
That
to her
degree does
value.
not
It's a
add to her
personal
value as a
accomplishment.
woman.
It does
It does
add to her
not.
value.
Hold on. Wait a
It is
minute.
You just heard a man. You just heard a man say that if his wife were to
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
hypothetically
Hold on,
lose her
wait,
degree
wait.
tomorrow, that it wouldn't matter.
Wait, y'all respect the host.
Damn, can y'all be quiet?
You love me so much.
Can y'all listen? Come on, listen.
Shut up.
Listen.
Like,
We hold on. Wait. Listen. We've been on this panel doing very well, very fine. Nobody has been going crazy for the past 2 hours. We have been disagreeing respectfully. Now, I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect to the dudes, but since y'all came, this just created chaos. And I mean, I still want y'all here because I mean, y'all creating a level of discourse.
Echo chamber? Is that why?
No, it's not. If you let me finish and be quiet for a second, then I was going to get what I say. Now, once again, I said I appreciate y'all being here because y'all are creating a level of discourse that I think is okay for the conversation. So before you get your drawers up in a waddle, just chill out. So at the end of the day, all I just ask, once again, we can agree to disagree, but we can't not all talk over each other. We can sing together. We cannot talk all at one time. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Now we can disagree, and that's fine because that's one of the rules of my panel. We can agree to disagree respectfully. That's all I wanted to say. God damn.
I get a moment
niggas is more emotional than women. Go ahead.
Can we all get a minute to talk?
Yeah, just one second. I'm gonna let both of them say their piece, and then we can respond. But go ahead. Go ahead, D King, and then Maceo.
But no, this is the thing right here.
And Banshee, why, bro? How many pages you got? Why you keep coming back? You said that you ain't want to be here, so why the fuck you keep coming back? I mean, how many accounts I gotta block? Like, who the fuck is this nigga? Go ahead.
But this is the thing right here. A lot of women, and not all women, I'm not saying
this nigga's corny. If you talk something, I won't throw hands with you. I asked you to come on the panel. You wouldn't talk something. Bro, matter of fact, I ain't paying no attention, bro. I don't know how many pages you got, but don't come back, bro. Because you're weird. I asked you to come up and state your piece. And if you had any level of discourse that you want to display, come up and say that. I don't mind niggas disagreeing. Because we all can agree. You know what I'm saying? If you all saying the same thing, we all agree with one another, then how we going to try to understand each other's point? I actually like people who come up with an opposite of view. I don't mind Maceo. I don't mind D King. At least they was man enough to come up here and say what they gotta say instead of being a bitch in the comments and write what's in the comments. I respect real niggas. And even though you know what I'm saying? We might have agreed on some shit. We might agree some shit, but at least I can spell real niggas being real niggas and standing on 10. So go ahead. My fault, D King. I ain't gonna hold you up no more.
The reason that a lot of women, not all women, I never say all, I say some, a few. But a lot of women feel as though they're trying to equate to men. They're getting extra degrees. They're getting all of these things and accolades because they feel like they want to be the man that they want. You get where I'm coming from? They want to feel like, oh, now I'm on this man's level, so he has to respect me.
Right. I agree.
But that doesn't always work. Like I say, I'm a different type of guy. I'm a guy who was smart enough to realize that I needed a woman who was on my level. Who, because of the fact that I don't date no dummies. I've never liked no dummies. I dated a girl when I was in Job Corps. I always remember this. She was the prettiest girl. I had never been around, probably to this day, I had never been around a more feminine woman, a softer woman, like she was perfect. Right. She was dumb as a box of rocks.
Right.
So we couldn't really, after the bedroom, what we gonna talk about?
No, facts. I agree with that.
So it was one of those situations where to this day, how in your mind you be like, dog, I let that one get away. But it's a reason I let that one get away because she didn't have much intellect.
Right.
I can't be an AB student and you a DF student and we get along.
Right.
Yeah, so that's all I had to say about that. Like a lot of women are trying to become. That's just like my mother had a best friend. She was like, my mother was probably in her late 30s, or maybe early 40s, and she had a friend who she worked with who was like in her 20s. And I remember my mother saying, "Hey, don't go buy you a house, rent something or something like that." You know why, ladies? Because a lot of dudes don't want to have a woman who they don't feel like at least needs them for something. You get where I'm coming from? Or maybe y'all don't get where I'm coming from. Because it's one of those things wherein when you buy a house by yourself, a lot of cats look at you like, dog, I don't know if I can meet her level. You get where I'm coming from? And a lot of cats, even though it might be easy to meet your level, even though you might not want me to meet your level, a lot of guys get intimidated and be like, dog, I don't know if that's the type of woman I want. You feel me?
But does that mean that she lost her aura, or does it mean that man is just intimidated by a woman more successful?
I wasn't sitting there smelling incense with her. I don't know if she lost her aura. I wasn't sitting there smelling incense.
Okay, he being facetious. We can move on.
Go ahead, Mason. It's your turn, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got something to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, to me, it's going back to a personality issue because it's no different to me than men who part of their personality is their success in the S&P 500. That's what they talk about all the time, investing, this and that. So if a woman, she's very proud of her education or her accolades or her position, and she talks about it a lot, okay. There's some people that like that. There's some people who don't like it. There's some people that's not bothered by it. That's a personality thing. If you don't like it, don't date that woman. It really is that simple.
And I do want to touch on what Dee said earlier when it came to, women are trying to equate to a man. Most of us just want a certain lifestyle, and it's not guaranteed that a man is going to be able to provide that. So it's not even to equate to a man. It's just we want to be financially free and live good. It, I don't understand why that's hard to do.
I get what you're coming from, but I'm not. And did you hear me say all women? Like
No.
I said, my wife has 3 degrees. I only have 1. But she doesn't have the ego of, she don't never bring up, oh, I got several degrees. No. She's not that type of woman.
That's literally what I was saying.
That's what we was talking about.
That's literally what I was saying. Like,
But
it's
even
about
if
the
she did,
mentality.
So what? So what? They can be happy for their accomplishments, even if they did. So
No
what?
one's saying don't be happy for your accomplishments, but he's
And-
just
and
giving
I'm
an
saying,
example
even if
that
they
his
are-
wife does
even
not
if they
demean
brag
him.
about it, even
She's
if they
giving the
brag
example
about
that
it in a
his wife does not
tasteless
demean him
way,
because
it's
she's
still
3
their right
degrees
to
and
do
he only
it.
has
It's
1.
their
But is
own
that-
doesn't demean him in that way.
accomplishment.
But D King,
And
let me ask
even
you.
if they brag about it in a tasteless way, that's their own accomplishment, whether you like it or not.
But
Okay,
D
don't get
King,
mad
even
when nobody
Girl,
wants to be
she
with
came
your
up and
ass.
she is on 10 all of a sudden. She been quiet for the past hour. Now she up here. Honey.
so, but
Our men
even
came
even
up
with
and she
that,
ready to talk.
even with that example,
All right, come on, y'all. Come on, let's
I'm
keep
gonna
it.
go
Let's
there.
come
I
on,
want
y'all.
to go there with you, sis. I'm bored.
Come
I'm
on.
off work.
You ain't
Let's
going
go.
nowhere with your
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on.
At
No,
least
we
I got
come on, y'all.
the
Come on,
bravery to
y'all.
put up
Hold
my
on,
own
There's a
face.
reason why they drew her mouth like that.
Come on, y'all.
And then go natural.
Come
I
on,
love
y'all.
you,
Come
boo. I
on.
love
Listen, y'all. Come on, y'all. We was doing all right, y'all. Come on now.
but
Hey, get your big trout mouth ass on. You brought that little.
Bitch, you know I'm
ass-
cute. Stop.
Bitch,
I know you cute, girl. She had to come for your lips out of all things.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
She
Listen.
had to come for your ethnic
Listen,
attributes to feel strong.
And that's the best you can do.
You just start
Your
dropping
shit look a mess, and you talking about you do
She
her.
coming for your ethnic
Come on,
attributes
y'all.
with
Come
them
on,
big old
y'all.
lips
Come
drawn
on,
in that
y'all.
picture.
Come on,
And
y'all.
she
Come
coming
on.
for you.
Ladies,
girl.
ladies. Let's get it back on track. Come on,
Put
y'all.
your big black ugly old ass on, bitch.
Look, here,
Uh,
now I'm black. Now
Oh,
I'm
come
black.
on, y'all.
That's the
Well,
first
the
thing you go
color
for.
is coming
Self
out.
We was doing.
There go
We
that
was
self.
better than this. We was
The
doing better than
colorism is
this,
coming
ladies.
out.
Listen. We was doing fine, y'all. We've been
Yeah,
disagreeing.
bitch, you are ugly, and I'ma say it
Oh
again.
my
You fat
gosh.
bitch.
I
Now
love
what?
you so much, sis.
Come on, y'all.
So-
Come on. Ladies.
I love you so much.
You got one. You got one. Why you been on live for
I
5
love
hours?
you so much.
Ladies.
I know, bitch. I don't love you.
I love you so much. I wish the best possibilities in your life.
Come on, y'all.
So-
we been doing good. What we got going on?
Your hair whack as fuck, bitch. How you do her?
Oh
That
my
whack ass
God.
shit.
Come on, y'all.
How my hair whack?
Come on,
My hair
y'all.
whack.
Listen, bro. What we got? Can we? All right, listen. For real.
Black hair is whack
No,
now.
y'all.